I know this is going to be an amazing launch of our project, and I'm so glad that you could all be here. The photo poetry pairing project is the second of our projects in such as this. The difference this year is that we started with the photos and paired poets with them. So the poems were written in conjunction with the beautiful photos. So it'll be great to see them. And as you know, we do have another project that we did last year, and which was also a photo poetry pairing. That project now is being coordinated by Greg Turlock and is available for display at various venues across Alberta. So we're very proud of that, and that is continuing to be seen by many, many people. I just wanted to thank Sarah Lamachine for her work on this project. And of course, Lisa Mulrooney as well. Both have worked very hard to get this project together. So Sarah, would you like to tell us a little bit about your participation in it and your favorite part of this project?
Oh yeah, thank you, Carolyn. I had a lot of fun coordinating this entire project. Lisa helped a lot after I submitted my final draft, and she did an amazing job changing the fonts, and it was a better look when she sent me the final draft. For me personally, being a poet and photographer, how I see poetry and photography is they work very similarly to me. When I go out in the field with my camera gear, I'm trying to frame an object, trying to take this picture. And at that moment, there is always poetry in there. And I don't know how it is for other photographers. Maybe some will be joining us tonight here. It would be interesting to hear how they feel when they go out in the nature, taking this wonderful, amazing landscape, and how they feel about it. For me, a photographer, when they go out in nature, take these pictures and they enjoy it. They are in that poetic moment. And there's always many poems in one picture. And for me, looking at these poetry, beautiful images, and so many poems that were written in response to the images, it was really wonderful. And I was really happy to coordinate and help with that project. And I am really grateful for Parkland Poets to be given this responsibility. And thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Sarah. This is an amazing project, and thank you so much for all your work on it. We also have to thank Landon Turlock, who is the son of Greg Turlock, who is a longtime member of Parkland Poets, who composed the music that goes with these amazing pictures, photos, and just enhances the poetry so amazingly. This will be an online project, so you will be able to visit this project and see the photos, hear the music, and read the poetry at your leisure. And there is also a physical display. And maybe Lisa, you'd like to address that and tell us a little bit more about the physical display.
Hi, yes. We're pretty excited about having this project available to the public in multiple formats. As many of you are aware, it's part of Alberta Culture Days, which this year looks a lot different because of COVID-19. So we're very, very fortunate to have the Zoom platform to reach a wider audience, and we're very, very happy and proud of that, and so grateful to have people from very far afield be able to join us. But also we have a physical exhibit that's on display at the Multicultural Heritage Center in Stony Plain. It's a beautiful location. It's a museum for our town, and down on the lower level is a dining gallery. And along the walls, you can see these images that you're seeing tonight there in person, a physical copy of them on display. And it's well worth going to see, spend your time with the poetry, and it's a good excuse to come out to Stony Plain and visit one of our cultural icons, which is the Multicultural Heritage Centre. And I'm proud to tell all the poets who are here tonight that the images that you will see on those walls belong to all of you. So when this project is finished and when we remove those images from the Multicultural Centre, they will be finding their way into your hands. They will belong to you after this project is concluded. Passing it back to you, Carolyn. Thank you.
And thank you, Lisa. And that's just a wonderful commemoration of all the work that's been done, is to have your poem and the photograph to put on the wall in your home. It's lovely, and I'm very happy, feel very privileged that I will actually have that to hang on the wall. I think it's lovely. Tonight, we are going to be enjoying a slide presentation of all the poems. We don't have all the poets with us, but those who are here will be reading their poem when you see it on the screen, which will be a wonderful treat to actually hear the poem being read by the poet. Which brings me to mention our other project that we have presently in Stony Plain with our poetry signs that are placed around the town of Stony Plain. So please come and visit, especially while the weather is still nice, and come and see the signs, and you can take a picture of the poem, and it will bring you to a QR code, which you can then see the poet on your phone reading their poem. And it's a wonderful project. So far I think I've seen 6. So I'm still working on seeing all of them. There's 22 altogether. So very proud of the projects that we've done. And thanks so much to the Alberta government for the Alberta Culture Grant that we received, which helps to support these amazing projects. So thank you very much. So I believe we're ready to begin our slide presentation and hear the poems being read for the poets that are here. So Lisa, can we start that with the screen share? Thank you. This is very exciting. So thanks to everybody that worked on this and started it.
Silence is the first thing you hear, calm, quiet, and clear. Next comes the waking up, the buzzing and the humming, and the world starts around you. These noises, this calmness, it covers and surrounds you. There's clarity in the first breath, in feet hitting cold tile, in sunlight spreading for miles. As you look outside and take in the cool and crisp air, all your worries and doubts dissolve. You're left momentarily with not a single puzzle to solve. And with light shining through and adorning, you're left with the subtle peace in morning.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Anne.
Yeah, here.
Yay, Anne. Thank you.
Okay. In the moment, on a country fence more barbed than wire, you perch, feathered one, serenity your name. You meditate on the wonder, the beauty of growing green, tail this side, beak that, personification of how to exist in thorny places. Your balance and natural grace sing a prayer of grounded being. You are who you are in the moment, and you will soar when you will. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Anne. That was lovely.
Anytime.
Brenda. Brenda Gunn.
Finale. Behold, Mother Nature's nightly curtain call. The grand dame summons forth her powers. The aria lifts and swells, the diva's evening masterpiece unfolds. A melded harmony of wind-ruffed sea and dappled sky. The blue-gray hues of wave and cloud, we mortals strive in vain to replicate with our imperfect words, with brush and paint. Adagio, slow, slow, the prima donna's pace, but do not look away or miss the heavens bow. Join now the cheer for more. Brava, encore. Nature commands the very sun, no less, to center stage, to spill its molten liquid gold and set the night ablaze.
Beautiful. That was lovely. The picture's just amazing. All these photographs have been wonderful. Oh, next one is myself. This is called Dandelion. I want to be a dandelion, brilliant yellow like the sun, firmly rooted to the earth. Step on me and I bounce back. Try to force me out and I resist. I help the bees sustain life, loved by those who can see my beauty, surrounded by family I flourish. I am strong and resilient. Through everything I survive, I belong. I want to be a dandelion. Thank you. So nice to be able to read it. Gloria, did Gloria join us? No. Guy, I know Guy is here.
Eventide, distant sailor delight, prayer of the night, eventide still and calm, Sue whispering in the blossoming clouds, giving warmth of life to the twilight, a romantic sky for angel lies. Sailboat peacefully anchor, arm of the sea, graceful sigh, resting for the night, mast high and tight to the brief shoreline, to the passion skyline. Pledge harmony on the coming day. Thank you.
Thank you, Guy. I'm glad that we got to hear it. That was lovely. Josephine.
Thank you. And the wind rustles empty through spaces. Timber redolent still of sweet hay, the warm heavy bodies of cows. Vanished from rafters the laughter, the hoist of pitchfork, the summon of supper time bell. Brome sways in once golden fields, summer garden now clover and thistle. Lost to time, the tiller, the sickle, well water rusty, the harness of hearses crackened and dried. Forgotten the footsteps and phrases, the saying of grace, the praying for rain. Abandoned markers erased of the names, dates eaten by lichen, cross-stitch sampler fading to gray. Thank you.
Lovely. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Josh, is Josh with us? No. Joy, I know you're here.
In the neighborhood, how beautiful is the fireweed spanning both sides of the road in my neighborhood. The bloom just west of center stands out begging passers-by to see how beautiful and different I am. I am more purple, more red, more pink. I'm shorter than others in my row, but I stand out, even so. See, the others across the road, they're taller. They're in the shade, reaching out for a glimpse of the sun. Their turn will come in the morning, while I sleep until noon. Then I will shake off the dew, stretch and sigh. I'm here.
Beautiful. Takes me back to my old neighborhood. Thank you, Joy. That was lovely. Unfortunately, Greg's not with us tonight. And Leanne. But Lisa Mulrooney is with us.
Hi there. So this poem was written as a thank you to Bill, who is the fellow that you see in the photograph. He's a volunteer at the Stony Plain and Parkland Pioneer Museum, and was a real gift to us as we were filming some of our videos for the Signpost project. And so this poem was dedicated to Bill. We grow into places as much as they grow into us, mapping the creak of floorboards onto the soles of our feet. Door handles and light switches instinctively creep toward our fingers in the twilight, children reaching for their parents. Too many too soon sunsets curl the corners of our blueprints, giving dimension to the ordinariness of history and home.
Thank you, Lisa. That's lovely. And I want to say too, thank you to the Pioneer Museum for allowing us to film our other project there. Our poems on the signs throughout Stony were all filmed at the Pioneer Museum, and what a wonderful venue that is. If you haven't had a chance to go, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Thank you. And Lynn isn't able to be with us either tonight. So. Margaret.
A trodden path. In the midst of a dark, deep woods, a trodden path beckons. Where will it lead? As it winds along its way, past rocky embankments, a gentle flowing stream, steep inclines and descents, clearings calm, sunny, and bright, to bask in the warmth of the sun, to listen to the quiet, the peace. Eventually, it is time to move on. In the midst of a dark, deep woods, a trodden path beckons. Where will it lead?
Takes me back to Jasper. That's a lovely poem. Thank you, Margaret.
Just hope I can unmute now. I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Michelle. And I know you're here. No. And Naomi.
Okay, I've just received a message from Michelle, and she's asked me to read her poem for her.
Okay, lovely.
So,
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
I'll do that. Nature. The rustle of the trees whispers to me, clears the cobwebs of my mind. The water speaks to me. It carries away my troubles. It cleanses my soul. The birds overhead calling out to each other, music to my ears. The otter on its back, chewing on some twigs, caresses my mind, soothing. The dogs are barking in the background. Sound of kids' laughter fills the air. A smile reaches my mind, memories of childhood. Everything nature offers us gives us joy if we open our minds to what's around us each and every day. By Michelle Soon.
Beautiful. It was lovely, Michelle. Naomi's not able to be with us this evening either. Sarah.
Thank you. We are roots before we are trees. We grow deeper within the surface. We find strength in the dark, fertile soil. We absorb life and strive for her nutrients. As our roots desire sunlight and warmth, we sprout from the earth. On the horizon, our branches reach for the sky. Our roots stretch deep within the land. Wind meets us at the crest of the hill, whispering songs to our branches. The colorful leaves let go, swaying gently in the breeze, soaring freely into meadows and valleys. In the womb of the earth, our roots weave together. Above the horizon, our branches share themselves with everlasting embraces. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sarah. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Sharmila.
Okay. The day I was born. Did you see that? The invisible one, almost in the cloud? That is my soon-to-be house. This is what my mother told me. When I kicked from inside, she asked my 6-year-old brother to call the woman next door, the only hope in the mountain. My mother, left alone with the excruciating pain, waited until eternity with her unborn stuck inside. The woman next door came hours later after feeding her babies, her cows, goats, and chickens.
That was lovely. And I'm sure a lot of ladies have been in that situation. So thank you so much, Sharmila. That was lovely. Steph, is Steph here? Vivian.
As you can probably tell, this is a robin's nest. Resting warm, comfortably safe and dry in a sheltering bower, she waits patiently for next warm rays. Jealous of this quiet place, keeping close attention to intruders, prying eyes and stealthy paws. Suddenly overwhelmed by a sound and a fear that will not abate, she flees, crying as she escapes, angry but defeated, leaving abruptly 4 blue eggs.
And what a beautiful picture of those 4 blue eggs, Vivian. That's lovely. Thank you. So that is our poetry And thank you so much to our poets for reading their poems. It made it very special to be able to hear them. So thank you so much. This has been an amazing project, and I'm so proud of us as Parkland Poets and proud of you as the poets. So thank you everybody for coming and for reading. And again, thank you to Sarah and to Lisa for all the work that you've done on this project. It's been amazing. I'm going to pass it over to Lisa to see if she has any closing remarks.
I do. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Well, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm going to play the video with the music that was composed by Landon Turlock. And it's only a short video. It's just about 3 minutes. And I'd really like for you to stay and watch the video and see all of the pictures together. And then I encourage you to share that with your family and your friends. Thank you very much to Carolyn Cordell for hosting tonight, to Sarah Lamachane for all the hard work that she did on this project, to all of the poets who were part of it, and all of the photographers, the Alberta government for the Alberta Culture Days grant that allowed us to do much of this, and all of you for attending. Thank you very much. Please check out our Facebook page, our webpage. These things will all be posted in due time. The Facebook page is the first place that they will go. So thank you, everybody. And if you don't mind sticking around, I'm just going to set up my, actually, I'm going to pass this to Carolyn to give you some banter for a few moments while I just set up the video. And
certainly, a little song and dance routine. I
should have spotlighted myself while I was speaking, shouldn't I? But so people didn't think that you were miming my voice. Okay, so I'm just going to set up this video and pass it back to Carolyn, and then we'll close with the video. Thanks, everybody, for attending.
Yes, thank you, everybody. And my thoughts were that so much of the photography just resonated with this year, because much of our time has been spent outside and back out enjoying nature. So the one upside of a pandemic is that we get to get back outside and we get to see all these amazing and beautiful things, amazing and beautiful places that are so close to us. And the poems that were written just highlight all of those things. So many of the poems took me back to my childhood, took me back to the mountains, took me back to many places that I've been and love to be. And so thank you all for doing that. It was really amazing to see how wonderful it is that you can coordinate with these amazing photos. So thank you. It was lovely.